Hey y'all, I'm Mary Ferrito, and I got next.
You next up and you ain't been on SportsLifeTalk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit him up. Look, you breaking next and you up next. Keep the wins go hard. Rise a star on the big scene, make them know who you are. You don't break the sweat, don't settle for less. They put you through that test, your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, ready, say go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote. Chill.
Yeah, let's go. Turn it up, ladies and gentlemen. SLT Nation. What it do, fam? Welcome back to another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next, a platform that gives exposure to the voices of tomorrow. That's right. It is season 4, the year of the Mamba, and we are going bigger and better as KT and I are combing all over the country. We're finding rising stars, future phenoms in our communities who are doing big things and accomplishing big dreams. And somebody, hey, the key word today is fuego, baby. We got her, ladies and gentlemen, one of the dopest sharpshooters in the game, who is a rising name out of the UNC Wilmington. And you guys, this is a special episode to us because Coach Nicole Woods has actually had a fingerprint or a thumbprint on the development of this young lady. But Columbus, Ohio, OHIO, y'all make some noise for one of your very own, the 5'10" silky smooth guard, Mary Ferrito. What's up, Mary? How you doing today?
I'm good, how are you?
Hey, fuego. We on fire today, baby. And if this is your first time checking out the show, allow me to reintroduce myself. I am your host, the mouth of the South, B. Jones, the OG, all things Louisiana. Put your L's up. Mr. Yeet is in the building, and I'm rocking alongside my brother from another mother, the other side of the logo, the Quiet Storm. Shh. All facts, no cap. The head coach, KT. How you feeling today, homeboy?
B. Jones, I have so many Mary songs in my head, so I can't wait till this show plays out because we're going to be singing on this one. But to answer your question, B. Jones, I'm feeling great. I'm ready to turn up. Let's go.
All right, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. We kick every show off with the moment of truth. That's right. This is our version of two truths and a lie. We're about to do a little bit of an icebreaker to give us the opportunity to learn some interesting things about our guest today, Mary Ferrito. So before the show, Mary has picked 3 unique facts about herself, and KT and I are going to have 60 seconds to decide and deliberate and figure out which one of these facts are not true. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, 3 facts. Well, one of them is an untruth. Mary, give us your 3 facts.
All right, the first one is that I love to surf. The second one is that my favorite NBA team is the Cleveland Cavs. And the third one is that my favorite animal is a shark.
Okay, KT, so she from Ohio. That could be the booby trap. She from Ohio, but she don't have to be like Cleveland ain't always been great. But she came through the LeBron era, so we gonna assume that she a Cavs fan.
We know something with water. So she tries to get us with that.
She always at the water. As we look at her lifestyle, she's very beach centric, but that don't necessarily mean she get out there and surf, though. KT,
I don't think she surfs because I'm going with that one, B. Jones. I don't think she surfs.
Hey, have you seen her play? Then you know she a shark. You know she'll go get the things. All right, Mary. KT, you want to go with number 1? We're gonna go with number 1. We got 20 seconds left.
Yeah, let's go number 1.
All right, Mary, we are going to say you are not an avid surfer. That is the lie.
I do surf.
Oh, goodness grief, Kevin. That's like we were so good. We won like 5 in a row, and now we've lost like 4 in a row. Oh, we
yeah,
are.
you would think somebody that like grew up in Columbus, Ohio, would be a surfer. B. Jones, that's what threw me off.
You know what? I'm almost certain she's not a Cavs fan because she. You know what? Because I saw a picture with her and a surfboard. I don't know how I didn't think of that one. God, dog, I should have brought that to my memory. But I get nervous when we get guests like this on this show. So Mary, tell us which one was the lie.
The Cavs one was a lie because I'm a Milwaukee Bucks fan.
So let me get this right, B. Jones. You saw her with a surfboard.
I know, and I got caught up in the moment.
I sent him a picture with my surfboard.
Yep, she sent us a picture.
That was a layup.
Kevin, I get nervous when we get amazing guests like this.
Doing this for like 5 years, B. Jones. We like 600 episodes in. The nerves got to go. I want to win.
Hey, man, I get hyped for each and every one of these shows. And Mary, we're about to get the nation hype as well. Let's turn this thing up. You know what the first act of business is. Take your right hand up. Get your right hand, ladies and gentlemen, wave it up to the sky and reach over your left shoulder and grab that seatbelt and strap up, click, clack. We're about to turn up the noise and go on a crazy journey, ladies and gentlemen. First act of business is now that we got the radio pumping and we all nestled in our seats. We got to pay the bills. And by paying the bills, we mean we got to grow the Sports Life Talk family, and that is where you come in. As you watch this episode, we need you to do 3 major things that won't cost you a penny, but it'll allow us to take this show to a whole another level. That's right. The first thing we need you to do is smash that subscribe button and become a part of the Sports Life Talk family. We promise you, we're the hardest working podcast in the game, and we'll take anybody on that says other than that. Now, number 2, we need you to hit that like button. When you hit that like button, it tells Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates that this show is popping like Orville Redenbacher. You hear me? We want this show to just bubble all the way up to the top. And last but not least, sharing is caring. We need you to share this show with as many of your people as you possibly can because 1, Coach Nicole Wood is the truth. But number 2, I got a feeling UNC Wilmington. I'm like the Black Eyed Peas right now. I got a feeling they gonna be a problem upcoming future. All right. So, hey, Mary. First off, UNC will shout out for the color palette. They got the coolest colors out there in the game. But Mary, Fuego Ferrito, is Seahawks Nation gonna rock with us?
Absolutely.
All right, y'all know what to do. Let's do it like we true to it. On the count of 3, make some noise for your boys. 1, 2, 3. Boo! Oh my goodness, it's like I get nitrous oxide shooting through my veins every time that part of the show happens, man. I love bringing on new members of the family. And we take family very serious around here. We don't do fans. We don't do followers. We only do family. So welcome to the Sports Life Talk family. Now, Mary, all hoopers like yourself, we know you got a favorite emoji. What's your favorite emoji that you're using right now? So it's going to represent this show.
I'm going to have to say the skull emoji. I feel like that's just a classic, like, good for the...
She gonna cut the circulation off for y'all. She gonna shoot your eyeballs out. So if you did any of those 3 things, y'all make sure you throw the skull and crossbones emoji in the chat and let us know so we can reach out to you. What we gonna tell them, KT?
We're gonna tell them thank you, B. Jones.
And you never know. It might be a free T-shirt in there for somebody. I don't know. Every once in a while, we give out some free T-shirts. So make sure you throw that skull and crossbone in the chat. But it is time, ladies and gentlemen, to learn a little bit more about what makes this all-American young lady on and off the court click. All right, Mary, welcome to the Sports Life Talks Initiation.
Thank you so much.
B, I'm still upset. She sent you a picture with a surfboard.
She sent you a picture too. She sent you a picture too, Kevin. You act like
you the picture man. You the picture man. Stop playing. This on you. Hey, here's a surfboard. God, okay. To initiate you into the SLT family, you got to give us your top 5 music artists.
I'm going to go Drake, number 1. SZA. We're going to go a little different and go Zach Bryan.
Ooh.
Number 4, Leon Bridges. Number 5, I'm gonna go Giveon.
Giveon. I like to give y'all. I don't know. What was it? Leon Bridges? Is that what? Is
Bridges, yeah.
I've heard of him before. Yeah, I don't. I can tell you any of their music, but
okay.
Yeah, look into it. He's great.
We're gonna let you send us some tracks. After this, you send us some tracks, and we're gonna check out your favorite Leon Bridges song. Shout out to Leon Bridges. But KT, I don't know what you're gonna do, man. We got our auntie watching this thing, so you got to be very careful. We don't want Coach Woods calling us up like, "Hey, y'all, to take care of my girl." So KT, what are you gonna give her on her top 5?
You know, I love Coach Woods B. Jones, but I cannot let her intimidate me on my initiation and what I'm going to give out. So what we're going to do, what we like to do, we like to rank everybody's top 5, and the highest you can get is 10.
That's right.
So B. Jones, it says she's averaging how many points a game?
That was in high school. She was dropping 18.
It doesn't matter. How many points does it say? 18, correct?
18.
So I am going to give a little grace because of Coach Woods. So let's give her 20 for a top 5.
All right, let's go.
And I am a little scared of Coach Woods. I can play.
I was about to, while we was filming, I was about to text Coach Woods. This is KT, not me, Coach.
Yeah, I don't want those problems. Right. So, who is your favorite superhero and why?
I'm gonna go with Captain America. I was like really big into the Avengers when I was younger, and in 3rd grade for Halloween, I went as Captain America, but not like the girly Captain America, like the one with the muscles and like the abs and like the
so
cap.
Steve Rogers. Steve Rogers.
Yeah, Steve Rogers. So I'm gonna have to go with Captain America.
All right, Steve Rogers. Since every good superhero needs their own theme music, what would your theme song be?
Probably Headlines by Drake.
That's another popular one, B. Jones.
Yeah, it's a very popular one.
Definitely.
Now, Mary, out of all the songs out there are at least over 10 that got Mary in it. You could have went Mary J. Blige. She has a song where she says, "I'm just Mary."
What about Proud Mary, keep on turning?
That's a good one.
You got music with Merry Go Round. Keith Sweat had a song singing something about Merry Go Round, but that's way
Kevin, she don't know nothing about no Keith Sweat. Stop.
I just said that's way too old for her, B. Jones. I just said it. I corrected myself. All right, so we have a running debate on our show where I want to be a singer and B. Jones wants to be the dancer. So we need for you to break the tie. Would you rather be a singer or a dancer?
I'm gonna have to go dancer. Yeah.
Oh, my dancer, stand up. Hey, I'm speechless. Because we're a very small, specialized group of people. You know what I'm saying? We different. Us dancers, we think differently.
I just feel like dancing is a good time. I mean, I'd love to be a singer too, but
thank you. Can you stay in shape?
Yeah.
Stay in shape. Yeah.
I wish we could take 2 away, B. Jones. I ain't scared of Coach Woods anymore now. They should pick you as a dancer. All right. So, what is something that basketball has taught you that you can use when you're not on the court?
I would say, I mean, there's a million things that it's taught me, but I think being uncomfortable would be my number one, because it's not just something that applies to basketball, but there's going to be times in your life when you're uncomfortable and you want to just quit because it doesn't feel safe or normal, but you just got to lock in and ride through the uncomfortableness.
All right, so this is probably the most important question I'm going to ask you during this initiation. B. Jones and I, we consider ourselves food connoisseurs. In other words, we love to eat. So we're going to come out there and watch our play. So what is that one food spot you're going to recommend, and what's your go-to meal there?
That's tough. Wilmington is probably, out of all the places I've lived, the best in terms of food. I would say restaurant-wise, I would take y'all to Oceanic. That's it's like a seafood place that's on a pier right over Wrightsville Beach. So I would say there for the atmosphere, but honestly, I'm going to go with Cheesesmith, which is a grilled cheese place in the Cargo District that has like gourmet grilled cheese. I mean, I'm tied between the two. One's got a great atmosphere and good food. One's got doesn't have the beach, but the grilled cheeses are fire. So
I'm down with the grilled cheese. We're gonna need a hotel stop because that cheese.
B. Jones, I'm looking forward to the beach, man. I'm gonna get my toes done. Have my toes in the sand, man.
We got to get to the beach.
We're going to both.
Okay.
All right. Get ready to experience the court like never before because we got a basketball phenom in the house. Meet Mary Ferrito, the hoop sensation who's been leaving opponents in awe and fans on their feet. With moves that defy gravity and the spirit that ignites the game, she's a true standout on and off the court. So put your hands together and join us in welcoming the one and only Mary Ferrito. And get ready for a slam dunk episode, B. Jones. So please take it away, brother.
Yeah, welcome to the show, Mary Fuego Ferrito. We're super excited about having you on this joint. Kevin, you know this is not our first time at UNC Wilmington. Now, when we had Coach Woods on the show, she was at Charlotte, but we did have the legendary head coach Karen Barefoot. For those long-term Seahawk fans, Coach Barefoot rocked with us in season 1 as well. So we just want to send our love and gratitude out there to her and her family. Hope all is well. But with that being said, let's get this thing cranked. We got to tell them your story, Mary, because y'all looking at her, y'all like, okay, Lionel Bridges and SZA, and y'all looking at the all-American smile she got on her face, but she is a bucket. I'm telling you, this young lady can absolutely go, and she can go hard downhill, uphill, all 3 levels. She is a tremendous scorer, but let's take them back to the beginning, Mary. Let's tell them how this journey got started. When did you fall in love with the game of basketball?
You know, I started playing in kindergarten. I was playing a few other sports too. I was a tomboy growing up, so I was very into sports. T-ball, softball, a little too slow paced for me. There's something about like crossing someone up in 4th grade. That kind of did it for me. And I think I really fell in love with it when I got to like 4th grade, 5th grade. My dad would take me to the gym, and I'm like 10, 11 years old, like doing 2-ball workouts until I cry. And I think like then was when I realized like I think this is for me, and I kind of put all the other sports aside and locked in on basketball.
Well, you raised absolutely hell at John Adler. I'm talking about. I went and look. Y'all got to go check out these highlights. This young lady was all over. I mean, you was all just on they head when you was back there in Ohio. When did you realize you was a little bit different, Mary? And you know what? One other quick thing. You play a little bit bigger than your size. Like when I saw you on film, you play like you're almost 6'6'1" because you do so much stuff. Even with I saw some plays with your back against the back to the goal type action. But when did you realize that you were really good at this game, though, Mary?
Yeah, I think probably once I got to AAU, probably junior high, like 7th or 8th grade. You know, I had to put my team on my back sometimes and just rock for them. And I think like my handles have always been something that I've taken pride in, and that's kind of always been like my I would say like my most consistent asset growing up and playing basketball. And I just, you know, I'd be in the garage doing ball handling, my dad would put me in the basement doing ball handling, and I think like I just look around and I'm like, I don't think any of these girls can handle it like I can. So I would say probably junior high was when I started to realize like there's a little bit of a difference there. So most people who watching this probably ain't seen you do your thing, little sis. How would you describe your game to somebody who you just standing in the line at Starbucks dancing, you know, us dancers, and they ask, oh, you who? What? Tell us a little bit about your game. How would you describe your game to them? I would say that I'm very, very competitive. My teammates would vouch for that. They can tell in practice when I'm pissed off at myself for not doing something right. I'm very competitive, but I get a lot of energy on the defensive end. And then, you know, I love making plays for my teammates. This past season, I was the point guard because we needed a point guard. That's not necessarily my best position, but, you know, I take a lot of pride in getting my assists up and making dimes. And then offensively, I love the pull-up. The midi, like, hezzy into a pull-up, that's my go-to for sure, so.
Don't nobody even shoot mid. They don't have mid shots no more. Y'all doing shoot 3-pointers or layups. That's it. Y'all.
It's a forgotten craft.
It's a forgotten craft.
I'm bringing it back.
Now, you're a little bit older than most because we get a lot of high schoolers on here. So I like talking to you college kids because y'all see the game a little bit differently than most. Is there a player that you trying to study? Because things are getting serious for you. You got a couple more years of college, and then you either got to play professional overseas or going into the WNBA or however you plan on progressing. Are there anybody or would you say players that you look up to right now that kind of you craft or tailor make your game to resemble them? Maybe emulation?
Yeah, I would say because I played at Wisconsin last year, and we went up against Caitlin Clark a few times. She's just crazy. I love watching her play. I think her ability to pass, score, really do it all is something that I admire a lot and definitely can learn from. In film, I'm like, Coach, pull up some Caitlin Clark videos. I got to fix my assists. So. Yeah.
And KT, we got a relationship with Wisconsin as well, Mary. We had Coach Mosley on the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We had Marissa on the show as well. She showed us a lot of love. But I want to talk about Wisconsin because to us, you were a superhero. And you went to Wisconsin last year, but it took a lot of guts for you to go to another school. As I looked at your bio, it looks as though both of your parents graduated from Wisconsin, which is it's a clear decision of why you chose to go to Wisconsin, right? Keep the family legacy. Yeah. How tough was that for you to make that decision very quickly? 1 year in the game and say, hey, I want to get on the court. I want to get some opportunities to run, and then take your talent to UNC Wilmington and play for Coach Woods.
Yeah, it was easily one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make. Both my parents are alumni. They both grew up in Wisconsin, so my brother and I were raised in Ohio, but grew up around the Madison campus, went to football games, basketball games, was always a Badger, was never a Buckeye. I was very adamant about that growing up in Buckeye land, was never a Buckeye. But, yeah, Wisconsin was always my dream school. I went back and forth in high school if I wanted to play in college just because I was very, very high-strung when it came to my grades and my academics, and I was planning on going into a STEM career, so I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to juggle that, but as soon as Wisconsin popped up, I was like, I'm there. Like, this is my dream school, and I had to go, and it was even harder once I got there because I just fell in love with the campus, and, I made incredible friendships with my teammates that I still talk to every day, but at the end of the day, I had more to prove inside of me, and I missed being on the court. And, I actually was looking at UNCW before I went to Wisconsin because I wanted to study marine biology. So it was kind of like a risk I was willing to take. But, I'm glad. I'm appreciative. I'm grateful for where I am now. So
plus you went from wearing all that Arctic temperature type clothing to now you chilling on the beach now between classes. I know that had to help the decision a little bit more. But what was your conversations like with Coach Woods as you decided? Because when you go into the portal, I'm telling y'all, she was a head buster. So I know you got more than UNC Wilmington gave you a call. So what was the straw that broke the camel's back and made you decide to go back over there to Wilmington?
Yeah, I think we hired like a recruiter kind of. His name's Tom Dart. He had a bunch of connections all over and, was just sending my stuff everywhere. And I actually went on a visit. So I had a visit planned at Wilmington for a Sunday. And the Utah State coach called me probably a few days before and flew me out the next day so that I could visit Utah State before Wilmington. And I flew from Salt Lake City over to Wilmington. So it was like a very crammed few days. But honestly, after the first conversation with Coach Woods, like I had a gut feeling that she was going to be great for me and I was going to be great for her. And, as soon as I stepped onto campus and met her, she just has this like very motherly, very comforting presence about her. And, that in addition to, we visited the Marine Science Center, which for a marine biology major was like a kid in a candy store. So
absolutely.
It was just a combination of things, but I'm a very intuitive gut person, and just based off the first conversation, I knew that I wanted to play with her.
Now I'm gonna put you on the hot seat here. So Coach Woods sat in the same seat as you, but you got to tell us what is Coach Woods really like in practice? And give us the skinny right now.
I would say she is probably one of the calmest coaches I've ever played for.
Really?
But I will say she is calm when you're doing what she asks of you, and if she needs to put us in line, she will. But I mean, all in all, she makes practice a super fun environment. I mean, we're all excited to be there. There's no real like stress or anxiety about messing up. So you know what you need to do, but other than that, she's awesome.
Now, a lot of people probably thinking, well, she left a Power 5 school and she went to a mid-major. What was the competition like? But I looked at your schedule. That y'all had to go through some monsters. Like you do not play against a week. Like, do you feel like mid-majors is kind of getting slept on now that you had the opportunity to go against P5 as well as you know your current conference? Do you see like the talent gap closing in and that you guys are kind of slept on a little bit?
Yeah, I would say, I mean, there's definitely nothing like the Big Ten in terms of like big Midwestern girls. It's a lot more like fundamental basketball, like 4 out 1 in. But I would say like the CAA and just some of the mid majors that we've played, like the guard play is insane. Like, you know, I mean, I thought I was a good defender until I came here, and these shifty little guards are saucing me and putting me on the ground. I'm like, dang. But yeah, I mean, we played a really tough schedule. I mean, we played Nebraska, Iowa State, Norfolk State, Davidson. I mean, just a brutal schedule for a young first time staff. We had the majority of our team was underclassmen, but it was a good experience and learned a lot. So next year will be better for sure.
So you got a couple more years of eligibility left in you. What are you working on getting better as you continue to grow and to get better in the gym? What's up? What's on your docket? What do you want to check off?
Definitely, my 3 game is going to be a big thing that I'm going to lock into this spring and summer. I was primarily a mid-range threat. We had a shooting scale, like numbers, and a 7 is like your shot that you can make 70% of the time. So coach would always be like, shoot your 7 like your kill shot. And my kill shot was a mid-range, so I didn't shoot a lot of threes. But definitely need to get better from beyond the arc. And then just defensive, I got to get quicker on my feet for sure. I'm lanky, I'm long. You know, I have the energy in me, but I got to get a little lighter on my toes for sure.
Now, you brought up the beach, so we got to talk a little bit about that. Do you spend a lot of time on the beach? I mean, what is Mary doing in her free time? Or are you really doing all this surfing?
Yeah, I got a wetsuit for Christmas. I got a board a few months ago. I mean, I love living by the beach.
Well, so now we got to ask the NIL question. Have you thought about maybe using that love of surfing to leverage a couple of NIL deals? Is there some companies that now that you got the camera in front of you, you're like, hey, y'all need to give me a call. I want to represent your brand. Who is that, and who would that be?
Yes, there's like tons and tons of surf shops around Wilmington. I've reached out to a few. Haven't got
really?
I've reached out. I've had a few other NIL deals with other smaller businesses, not necessarily surfing related, but I would love to have an NIL deal with a surf shop down here. So that's
what's that surf shop now? It don't matter. It's just any surf shop, or is it okay?
Any surf shop.
Yeah, give us the thing that you rub. What is that y'all be rubbing on the board? What is that? It's something.
It's a wax. So you don't.
Oh, okay. That makes sense now. Because I see surfers always rubbing it on their board. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Shaving it?
Helps your feet stick to it.
Ah, gotcha. Now, 2024 is the year of Mamba. So, of course, what would you consider your Mamba moment? That moment where you blacked out, that Mary went on fuego and just did the fool on somebody. What is that moment in your career, Mary, on or off the court, that you consider your Mamba moment?
I would say it definitely happened this season. Our wins this season were a little bit far and few between few and far between. Yeah.
Same thing, same difference.
But it honestly made like the wins that much more meaningful. And I remember we played Hampton. I think it was like the middle of it's the second time we played them. First time we lost to them, which was that was a bummer loss. But second time we played them was at home. I think I had 22, 6, and 4. Yeah, and I could not miss that game. Like, my hand might as well have been in the bucket the whole time. And I don't know, it definitely felt like the confident Mary that I had in high school, when I just like could go off at any time. And it's hard going from being the star in high school to not playing at all your first year of college and then bouncing right back. So I think that game just kind of reminded me that the dog is in there somewhere. We just gotta wake her up sometimes. But yeah, that's a great moment for me.
We got to shoot the sevens. We got to keep shooting the sevens. Coach Woods, I got you, Coach Woods. I got your back, Coach. I'm holding it down on this joint for you. But so I want to finish this thing up with the little transfer portal talk, because you went in it. You made probably, like, most people make that decision just like, hey, I want to play, but like you had to leave your family. Like, this is a family tradition that you were part of, and you had to leave it. But what advice would you give to the class of 25 that now they're about to start making these decisions as the summer ends? We're going to start seeing a lot of kids make those final selections as to what schools they go to. And unfortunately, like, you was a bucket, so you were going to get picked up out of the portal, but it's a lot. I'm hearing crazy numbers, like 30-some thousand kids through over all the sports that are left in that portal. And so we want to avoid that, right? We want to find that perfect school up front, get a contract, get a deal signed, and go into it. But what is your advice for the class of 25 as they make those decisions as to what universities or programs they want to attend and go into?
Yeah, I would say the biggest thing is you got to look at like every aspect of the school you're going into. I mean, could be a cool school to go to, but maybe your role on the team wouldn't be what you want. You could have a great relationship with the coach, but maybe they don't have your academic, your major that you want to go into. So I think it's important to really, really consider all of the aspects, ask around about coaches, teams, cultures, and just really consider where you're going and all of the aspects of that place before you go. And I think also it just comes down to like a gut feeling. You'll know like if a place is the right fit for you. If you have kind of a bad gut feeling about it, or you feel like you can't fully commit, I would trust that gut. But yeah, just make sure it checks off all your boxes before you make a decision.
And go with your gut, because I didn't go with my gut earlier. I said I don't think she's a Cavalier fan, but you know what? I didn't go with my gut, and we lost. So you need to win.
There you go.
You need to win. Go with your gut. Mary Ferrito, welcome to the championship rounds. This is the part of the show with KT and I. We do a little bit of one-on-one, and you are now officially calling all of the shots. This is our high-level version of Would You Rather, okay? So we're about to go 3 rounds of true championship form, and in each one of those rounds, KT and I are going to deliver you a scenario, something that we cooked up, right? And we try to keep it as even as possible, but in each one of these rounds, you will have to select one of the hosts, and whichever one you select will get a point. And of course, the first host to get 2 out of 3 or the best out of 2 out of 3 will win this episode's game. All right. Kevin is the defending champion. So let's go, KT. Awesome. And I'm real you know who you are, the last guest. I'm real disappointed in that one, but let's go. It broke my heart. All right, KT, come on.
Well, call him out, B. Jones. Don't be scared.
I'm scared of Sasha Palm, so I'm not.
Okay, well, yeah, that's what we get. All right. So, would you rather become an All-American on an up-and-coming team, or
you are you're not an All-American, but you are a major component. You're a starter, and you like part of this 5 that works as a 1, right? And you guys are playing for district championships, conference titles, and even taking this team far in the big dance. Y'all got a chance. You look around that locker room, and y'all got every ingredient to upset the world and have a championship season. But you, once again, you just a major part of this team, not an all-star.
I'm gonna have to go with being a component, but not the all-star. I just feel like me personally, I find a lot more value like when I look to my left and my right, and I have teammates that depend on me, and I can depend on them rather than carrying the team on my back. But that's just me. That's just me.
That's just me too. I agree with you. It's all about the team. Teamwork makes the dream work, KT. That's all I'm trying to say.
Sorry,
You better be glad this is a family appropriate show, B. Jones. I done told you something just then.
Well, you got two more rounds. All right, here we go. Round number 2. This round is all about entertainment and media, okay? So for mine, my big idea is we're going to get you on the main screen. We're going to get you on the big screen on Netflix, but it's going to be in a documentary. So I'm going to have a camera crew show up. They're going to record you. They're going to record Coach Woods. They're going to be following y'all around the campus, in the locker room, on the bus ride, the plane rides, in the classroom, and even right there in your dorm, we're going to have somebody with the camera on you for majority of the day. And then we're going to put all this information together, and it's going to be like a last chance you, except it's going to be all about UNC Wilmington Seahawk ball. Or
I'm going to give you your own food show, and it's going to be on TikTok, and we're going to call it Ferrito Feast. A culinary journey with Mary Ferrito, where you get to travel the world interviewing other college players, getting to know more about them while eating at some of the best restaurants in the world.
I'm gonna have to go with the Ferrito's Feast. I can't lie.
oh, I cannot believe it.
Something about like traveling the world and getting to try new food places.
And you just said something. If she didn't say anything about eating burritos, B. Jones, it would have been burritos.
You know what? We might need to be looking at some burrito NIL money right now. I know that they got. I know it's a local Mexican restaurant that can have a burrito right now and make it hot, make it spicy. You know what I'm saying? Make it like super spicy because you know you got a little zestiness with yourself. Y'all remember? Y'all heard it first. Y'all heard it.
We need to party there. We need free meals for life or something. All right. So Mary, for round 3, we keep it pretty simple. We don't ask any more questions. We present you with a pair of shoes that we feel that represents you. So what I'm going to count down from 3. And when I do that, we need for you to say, hold that sneaker, okay?
Yeah.
And also, please come check us out Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Central Time on YouTube, where B. Jones has a segment called The Drop, where he presents a pair of shoes that he feels are worthy of your financial donations. So getting back to the point. So I'm going to count down from 3. You say, hold that sneaker, and we're going to show you what we got, okay?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Hold that sneaker.
I had to take you back to Adler. I had to go back to Adler.
Ooh. That's tough. I'm going to have to go with the black and red.
Yeah! Let's go! Oh my goodness! The upset her around the world. Hey, MOTS. Y'all know how we do it, man. I can't wait, Coach Woods. This one for you. Hey, this right. I feel like this is my 7s. You know what I'm saying? When I get in my zone, this is my 7s. Oh my goodness, that feels good. It feels good to win. It feels real good to win. But us dancers, you know what I'm saying? We think alike. All right, here we go. The title of the show. The title of the show is You Got Next. And as much as we love talking about the past, everybody's watching this because they want to leave inspired. And we're going to be following you at Ferrito Mary as your journey continues, regardless of where that goes. But in your own words, your vision board, what are you looking forward to the most? And what's up next for Mary Fuego Ferrito?
I'm going to get my degree in marine biology. I might maybe play overseas. If not, I'm going straight to that ocean. Marine biologist Ferrito.
Can you give us a quick 30 seconds of what a marine biologist do? Because I have no earthly idea. I'm from Louisiana.
It really depends, but I mean, you could be working on a boat, in a lab. There's like government organizations, but I want to be like in the water, studying sharks primarily, but just studying like marine life, conservation, sustainability type stuff.
We're gonna tap into that shark thing next time you come on the show, because that's kind of scary. All right, KT.
Hold up, shit. We inviting her back after I lost B. Jones? I don't know, dog. What did you do?
You lost everything this episode.
I hate losing, man. I lost fingers.
My fault.
Hey, we lost a moment of truth. You just took an L this whole episode.
But then I just gave her a dope idea for a food show. You know what I'm saying? That's how people do you, B. Jones. Hey, Mary, do you have any shout outs you want to give?
I want to give a shout out to my family, obviously. Would never be where I am without them. All the coaches along the way, Coach Doty, Coach Alaco, AAU coaches, teammates at Wisconsin, teammates here, coaches here, especially Coach Woods for bringing me down here, letting me live my dream life. So just there's tons of people that I'm very grateful for that I haven't said. So just tons of gratitude all around.
All right, so this is a part of the show where you get a chance to call the person that you think should have next. Tell them, hey, I got a chance to rock with B. Jones and KT. I told them my story. I want you to do the same thing. With that said, Mary, who are you calling out? Who should have next?
I'm going to call out Sanaya Copeland on the Wisconsin Badgers team. It's my best friend from the Badgers, and she's legit, so check her out.
Kevin, it is about time we go back to Wisconsin.
Yep. Okay, I'm not mad anymore, B. Jones. She gave us a good one, so I'm not mad anymore. I feel
all right, Sanaya, let the world know that you are up next. Your ticket just got punched and you are officially on the clock. KT and I will be reaching out to you really, really, really soon. We got to get this show on before next basketball season. So Sanaya, be looking out for that phone call. But Mary Ferrito, you got next. You the truth. I love your energy. I love your vibe. You are tenacious. You a dog on that court. You are extraordinary and elite. You deserve a yeet. Oh my God, back at it again. Hey, we got the best show. I'm telling y'all, this is a fun time, and I have so much fun doing this show, but I can't do it without you. So thank y'all for watching another episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next. This is your moment to be prime time and be the MVP. You know what you got to do. The big three, the SLT Trinity. Smash that subscribe button, hit that like button, and send this show to as many people as you possibly can. And let's let the world know what is cracking over there at UNC Wilmington, and what we gonna be patrolling the 7 seas here pretty soon, finding sharks and discovering new species. But with that being said, also make sure you tap in with us at Sports Life Talk, all one word. We the only Sports Life Talk in the game. 3 words. Bring them together and you are going to find us. And if you want to be on the show, Sanaya, Mary, these are some of the best female players in the country. I'm talking about, we talking about top 500 talent in the entire nation. But if you want to be on the show and you got game, hit us up at SLTUGotNext.com. Smash on the nominations tab. Tell us a little bit about what makes you special, why you feel like you are Mamba. We told you it's Mamba's only. And KT is going to schedule you an audition to be on the show. And last but not least, take You Got Next on the road and listen to the smooth, sultry sounds of the mouth of the South, B. Jones, and the velvet tones of the head coach KT by downloading this show as well as 450 plus other shows in the audio format wherever you download your podcast. Take us on in the car, in the gym, in the kitchen. It don't matter. Even when you got it in your earbuds on the surfboard, you can be checking us out and vibing with the You Got Next family. KT, let's go home, man.
I just realized you said I lost the championship rounds. You're the reason why we lost, B. Jones. I'm not taking that one. You didn't get to your 7. You messed us up on that one, so I ain't taking credit.
I got my 7s at the end of the game, though. I won a championship.
We needed that 7 at the beginning as a team. You see how Mary chose to be a team player earlier?
Well, you know what? Hey, y'all watch the next episode. Me and Kevin, I'm guaranteeing a win on the next episode.
We may be fighting on the next episode, too. You never know. All right, so, hey, everybody at UNC Wilmington, please follow us. There's no reason why you shouldn't be following us, especially if you play for Coach Woods. But Mary, thank you so much for rocking with us. Whatever you need from us, please let us know, and we got your back.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Hey, Mary, go ahead and sing that headlines for us. Dun, 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 dun.
Put that over it.
All right, but Drake, please don't sue us. Sports Life Talk
We're getting sued.
Sports Like Talk Nation, we love y'all. Stay safe, be blessed, respect each other, and love one another, because together we are better. And keep dreaming big, because you never know, your story may be the next one featured on Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet.
I knew you had next, cause you always working, you always grinding, you're in your bag cause you're always working. Like, in due time, I knew you got next. Oh, you did it, huh? Crack the code. You got next, you smashing goals. You want next, you need exposure. Well, Sports Like Talk got the baddest show, like the baddest hut in the room. Podcast to tune into just for you to talk your shit. Talk your mushroom, you are what you eat and you should consume. Sports Like Talk from the late night to the afternoon, then rest repeat. Hit the like, leave a comment, or subscribe so you don't miss a beat. You got next, just a small taste of a winning meal from a chef type of celebrity. What's up next is you, at least you better be. Yeah, you got next, yeah. I can feel it, you're a winner just like me. You got next, and what comes next? Tune in next time and you'll see. Cause if you got next, yeah, if you got next, if you got next, then you're just like me. If you got next, if you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you know where to be. I'm talking Sports Life, talking this.